How much time do we spend aimlessly chasing the next best thing? A new woman, a new man, a new best show, a new song, a new drug, the best orgasm, the best clothes. We feel a deep discomfort deep within that drives us to find something better all the time. The same discomfort that led the alchemists to try and turn lead into gold, for example. On one level, you convince yourself that the new thing will finally bring you peace. On another level, you know that you are deceiving yourself completely. Unable to sit still with this internal discomfort, you seek external comforts. Another scroll through social media, a cup of coffee, another video on YouTube, another hour of video games, another book. It goes on and on and on. We all feel it. A void that cannot be filled, and no matter how hard we try to escape it. And that drives you, me, and everyone else demented to some level, especially when it is out of control and unrealized. It drives some people to suicide, and no wonder. You're listening to this and you know what I'm talking about. Your attention is fixed on these words because they pulled at something deep within you. You might even be wondering how I know. Everyone deals with this on some level, as what is most personal is most universal. Blaise Pascal called this the God-shaped hole. Quote, "What else does this craving and this helplessness proclaim but that there was once in man a true happiness, of which all that now remains is the empty print and trace? This he tries in vain to fill with everything around him, seeking in things that are not there the help he cannot find in those that are, though none can help, since this infinite abyss can be filled only with an infinite and immutable object, in other words, by God himself." Instead of taking the time to map our goals that bring us toward the life we want for ourselves, we give into momentary pleasures. Consumer culture feeds us the illusion that we can fill this hole. Tech companies have teams of people focusing on making their products as addictive as possible. On Joe Rogan's podcast, Elon Musk termed this limbic resonance. Our brain chemistry and nervous systems are used for their agenda. We live in a world that is fighting for our attention. Uncertain of our own path forward, we seem to be more susceptible to anything that brings momentary relief. What are we to do about this? There's an old story of a shepherd called Hafiz. Hafiz was happy and content. He spent his mornings checking on his flocks, greeting the sunrise. He spent his evenings in his hut with his family, eating, joking and laughing. How can life get better than this, he thought. But things were about to change. One morning, while checking his flocks, he noticed a man stumbling towards him. The man told him about the glory of diamonds and the power that goes along with them. The man said, "If you had a diamond the size of your thumb, you could buy your own city. If you had a diamond the size of your fist, you could probably own your own country." That night, Hafiz could not sleep. He was unhappy and he was discontented. The next morning, Hafiz made arrangements to sell his farm, took care of his family and went off in search of diamonds. He looked all over Africa, he looked all through Europe. By the time he got to Spain, he was emotionally, physically and financially depleted. He was so disheartened that he committed suicide. Back home, an elder had bought Hafiz's farm. The elder was watering his camels at a stream that ran through the property. Across the stream, the rays of the morning sun hit a stone and made it sparkle like a rainbow. He thought the stone would look good in his living room, so he took it home and put it on his mantelpiece. That afternoon, the man came and saw the stone sparkling. "Is Hafiz back?" he asked. The elder replied, "No, why do you ask?" Pointing at the stone, the man said, "Because that is a diamond. I recognize one when I see one." The elder said, "No, that is just a stone I picked up from the stream. Come, I will show you. There are many more." Sure enough, the stones were diamonds. The entire farm was on a bed of diamonds. Hafiz was searching for what he had all along. Carl Jung thought that men seek perfection and women seek wholeness. We have a deep existential need to chase the best, but that need to chase the best can be twisted by chasing momentary pleasures. Foucault called these limited experiences. If we do not commit to a path, even for the short term, then everything becomes a shiny object. When our life has no overarching vision, we feel lost. You see, unless we choose to commit to a path, we are left floating in the void. We will continually look for diamonds out there, missing all of the diamonds in here, within us. It has been my experience that it doesn't matter what you do as long as you do or you're doing it in good faith. It really doesn't matter what you choose to do as long as it's moving you in the right direction. Those around you will see the effort you're putting in. When opportunities arise, you're the one they'll call on. And if they don't arise, you let your desires be known. Do not forget that you can change direction on the way. It's not a prison sentence, it's an opportunity. Is there anything better you could do? This is why I have created Myoram Society. Myoram Society provides tailored coaching for health, wealth, relationships, and the cultivation of happiness. We've created the most cost-effective ways to level up across your entire life with tailored coaching from individuals in different disciplines. So if you're interested, come on to a free consultation call with me and we can run you down the entire process of how you can get involved in the program. I look forward to talking to you and I'll see you on the inside.